Year's Day on ITV1 and ITVX.
Animated movie comedy The Secret Life of Pets is on the way at 1:05 after your lunchtime headlines with the ITV News.
Good afternoon. Israel's Prime Minister has insisted the conflict in Gaza will continue for however long it takes to secure a total victory. Overnight, US President Joe Biden said he had spoken to Benjamin Netanyahu and raised the critical need to protect civilians, but did not ask for a ceasefire. Anila Dami reports.
Injured Palestinians were being rushed into Khan Yunis hospital last night following Israeli strikes in the southern Gaza Strip. At the Rafah border, Israeli airstrikes killed more than 90 Palestinians. Officials there say in 24 hours, over 200 people had been killed. As Israel's offensive against Hamas continues, the US president emphasized the critical need to protect civilians in a call with the Israeli Prime Minister, but said he did not ask for a ceasefire. Meanwhile, Benjamin Netanyahu held a cabinet meeting this morning in which he dismissed reports that the US had convinced Israel not to expand its military activity. And he said the war exacts a very heavy price, but they have no choice but to continue fighting. After the Israeli Defense Forces reported more than a dozen of their soldiers were killed in combat in the Gaza Strip over the weekend. In Bethlehem, a silent march on Christmas Eve to honour Palestinians in Gaza.
The message of Christmas is not violence, it's peace.
Calls for a ceasefire in the Gaza Strip as bloodshed there continues. Anila Dami, ITV News.
The Home Secretary James Cleverly has apologised after it was reported he joked about spiking his wife's drink. The Sunday Mirror said he made the comments during a Downing Street reception. A spokesperson for Mr Cleverly said it was meant to be an ironic joke. Police in Northumberland are appealing for witnesses after 2 teenagers died in a 3-car pile-up. The crash happened in Cramlington on Friday night. 18-year-old Connor Lapworth died at the scene and 15-year-old Corey Maven died in hospital yesterday. The Met Office has warned of potential Christmas travel disruption for millions of people taking to the roads today with strong winds forecast. The worst of the weather is due to hit Scotland and northern England. Meanwhile, on the trains, engineering works have affected services at 2 of the country's biggest stations. Well, Mahathir Pasha is outside one of them at King's Cross. Mahathir, what's the situation there?
That's right, Sangita. As you say, a couple of the major stations shut today due to planned engineering works, like King's Cross behind me and London Paddington. Also, no mainline trains travelling to Heathrow Airport today. We caught up with some people outside Paddington Station earlier today who unfortunately didn't quite get the memo.
Did you know Paddington Station was closed today?
Oh, no. No? Is it closed?
Do you know the station's closed?
No.
Oh, the station's been announced closed.
What happened?
We're just doing regular maintenance.
Oh, okay. So I guess we'll have to try to find alternative arrangements.
Further afield, it's the weather that's causing problems, with gusts as high as 70 miles per hour set to hit much of Scotland and parts of northern and central England today. There are also risks of power cuts and flying debris, with the strong winds possibly ruining people's last-minute Christmas travel plans. That's the warning from the official weather forecaster, the Met. The AA is warning of lengthy traffic jams. Bad news for the millions of people set to hit the roads today. Certainly not the festive news we were hoping for this Christmas Eve, but thankfully things are looking slightly better tomorrow on Christmas Day, where we can possibly see highs of up to 14 degrees in some parts of the country.
Mahathir at King's Cross, thank you. And finally, Buckingham Palace has released a photo ahead of the King's Christmas message. It shows King Charles in the room behind the famous balcony where it was recorded in early December, alongside a living Christmas tree covered in environmentally friendly ornaments. And you can watch the King's message here tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Well, that's all for now. Shihab Khan will be here at 4:20. Until then, enjoy your afternoon. Goodbye.